Hi guys.
Good
Well,
afternoon.
good afternoon, Gogo.
How's the morning, the afternoon, the morning, the mid morning? It's always nice.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, glowing, 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 glowing. Yeah, we are so grateful. Summer is it's almost it's here. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
see people
yeah, it's so beautiful.
changing, becoming glowy, glowy.
Yeah, the flowers are blossoming. I see my yellow flowers are nice out there. They're blossoming. Seeing color, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. We thank Lord for that because He is doing these things whether we don't have to contribute anything. Nature
And
happens whether we like it or not. He just do His part. It's us
so
who have a problem.
yeah, so I've been
It's
saying
just
that
us. You always have
really,
something. Yeah.
I've been
But
saying that for
we,
there is
we, we,
so
we are
much we can learn.
we trouble ourselves so much that we even complicate ourselves and tangle for things that are not even necessary. Yeah, let's get into it. We sometimes take it for granted that it's our online, this one.
No, no. Every session has an introduction, so we need to do an introduction. Uh, it's a motivation to compare notes, guys. It's a motivation. It's for me. It's also wonderful how your introductory videos are so full of life, and it always makes me to say I have no excuse. So we're trying to transfer the energy to say, guys, it can be Monday and we can be happy. We can be happy.
Yeah, yeah, that's so. It's only reflecting in so many things. We are given so much chances to make right, so much chances, and awareness, and your key thing, understanding.
Yep.
So always, it's no excuse. Yes, if my
See,
mom.
look at how she's glowing. Doesn't this Gogo Marefe makes us feel somehow, man? Really? I right now this morning she was running because she's been gallivanting the weekend, and then she wakes up Monday. She's like, "Yes, no, the life is happening. Don't worry, I'll be there." And I'm like, "So much energy, so much energy."
No, I was just. It's a pity that the network where I was not, friendly with me. I actually wanted to do a live in a nature, in a
Oh,
nature, natural environment, and make us aware. This is where our home should be. So, but I will get a chance. sometime, that happens. Yeah, it has been a good time. Even if whatever it has been, Yahuwah, has been very good to keep me for a reason. It's the
Yes.
people that unpack that they think you are kept for good life or nice things or whatever. No, no, not at all. It's for a reason that, yes, look the past, you were not even aware when you were in those waters, drowning there. But look, I was there, and I made you to survive. So the ones that I show you, you don't have an excuse. Trust,
Amen.
trust me. Yeah. So
So true.
it's a painful
So,
thing
so
for not being aware of anything. It is a painful thing because the day or the time when it's revealed, you say, is this real? And you find that, yeah, you are Nontembiso. What do you mean? It's you. And I made it that you survive that storm or whatever. So for me, God has given us these years to grow older and older, not for our own, but to show those also coming after us. That's why he talks about generation to generation. It's not just a history, it's a history to make an impact.
exactly.
And all of us,
Yeah.
we are having our own journey, own
Yes. Yes.
good or bad. You have your own journey to be resilient and to conquer by God, not by yourself. Yahuwah is the only person who is the true supporter. None
Yep.
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 Like him. None. Anyway,
None.
we are not here to. We're talking about the drawing. People must be this summer. Yeah, 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 yeah. It has been a rough half of July, beginning of August. I have paid my price already, guys, and I don't think it has stopped. The skin, it will show you flames. I'm telling you, and think that you become even discouraged. It's funny. Immediately when we started this topic, that's immediately when my skin started also to say, even if you make yourself talking a lot about this skin thing, I'm gonna show you, girl. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that, as we are always saying, don't think that as we are talking, we are sinners who are striving
Saved
to
by
make
grace.
better,
Only grace.
better. So today we are like continuing because we started last week already with the glowing, the skin, the beauty. And we made it plain that people understand that we will love to empower ourselves to be beautiful from inside to outside. That is the main purpose of this outcomes. Inside to outside. No, what can I say? We can't compromise that because we'll be truly not empowering you. We will be doing what the system and everybody else do, because everybody talking about the skin, the beauty, it will be concentrating more on the outside part. If your skin has blemishes or acne and whatever, you need to put this, you need to put this. As we are concentrating, then whenever you even put whatever you'll be interested to put in, understand what is the cause of that. Why do you experience whatever you are experiencing in your skin, and deal with the cause? At least the outcome of what you decide, it's your own decision. So, talking the chemicals today, this is a very big topic, I must tell you. But maybe people should understand on the research and scientific side. I will refer them to this National Library of Medicine. Please go there. National Library of Medicine. Go to that website and check the organization NIES, which is NIEHS, which became one of the organization made a research about the endocrine disruptors chemicals. That is why I won't be talking about that. But for people who want proof that what we are making them aware about, that chemicals in whatever you are using, it actually have serious and harmful side effects. Then it is up to individuals then to decide whether do I continue bombarding my body with all these things, because the skin, as we said, is the biggest organ of the body, and it's also even the biggest organ that takes everything also that comes from outside.
True.
Therefore, uh, looking to that perspective, let's see that the timeline for the skin to renew itself. It's how many? 2 to 12 weeks. 2 to 12 weeks. It's a timeline of our skin renewal. Whether you do whatever, it is the maker have put this body that each organ should be renewed according to his template, according to his stem cell that he has put in place. So this thing of beauty, much as we do it, can we do it with the understanding that we are made, as said last week, whether male or female, the maker has made us to be beautiful because we are his wives. If you read your word, you believe in it, to him we are men. We are all the same. There's no difference. So we are all beautiful. We are all beautiful before him. So whenever you look yourself in the mirror, look yourself as you are and be yourself, and you tell yourself, I am beautiful. It doesn't matter what people are saying, nkotsa hai di jang jang, oh mlomo wa hae, whatever. If you listen to such things, you will be chasing to make your nose right, to make your mouth, look whatever and whatever. You'll be chasing things that are actually making you ugly instead, not beautiful. You remove the beauty, you bring something. We see, So, maybe, just to make the key example of what we are talking about. First, the main one of the systems that plays a role in the body is our endocrine system, which has got the glands. From the head, we've got the glands. There's pituitary, the paranoid, you name them. We have those glands that are not there just for fun. They are there for a purpose. When you read about the endocrine system, you will learn that even these deformities that we have and whatever that abnormalities that are there, we cause them ourselves. Some, I was not even aware about that. Some things we are born with, we got them from our own parents. And now we are born, we take them to another stream. They were worse to them they were there, they become worse to the parent, they become worse to the children. It goes to
Yeah.
the extreme, you know. So they
Because
end
we
up
feed
crying.
it with the lifestyle. We feed it with the lifestyle.
Yes, yes, yes. You put it right. We've got you are a whole person which has got 10%. Let me make a simple ratio. 10% of the genes, the DNA of your parents. 10%. Then 90% is the environment. It's the environment. You don't have any control. You cannot change me not to look like my father and my mother. You can't change that. It's like that. Nothing can change that. And whatever they had been suffering from, as I have their gene, I am born with some of those things.
Yeah.
Now, there's a say that says the genes, ne? You'll correct me. You know of that statement. It's like a gun, but the environment it's a gun loaded with bullets,
Yeah.
but the environment triggers the gun.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. So as I am born, I'm already having this the worms are there. We talked about that one. They are scolding there, the sparrow kids, they are there, crawling there, hiding themselves somewhere in your body because you got them from your parents. Things like uh, some genes of blood pressure, though most diseases are lifestyle, I must say, I don't want to call them this thing of inheriting. I don't like that word anymore because I have found that we definitely call these things and we have put them in our mind. Hore, rona re family ya cancer watsi. Mamang, le mamang, whoever, le mamang, ba tsamaile, mamang, le mamang, ba ile ka high blood pressure. Re familia. We now identify ourselves with people who actually formed their own diseases. It's not their parents. Not at all. Your lifestyle has formed those diseases for yourself. So the endocrine system, which has got those places like the glands, they are called the glands. The brain, we have the pituitary gland. At the neck there, we have the parathyroid, the thyroid, the thymus, the adrenaline, the women have got the ovaries, men have got the testes. So all these things are not there just for no purpose. Hormones that we are talking about every day, that mental health need hormones, whatever, they emanate from those glands. and distributed through the blood to do the job. Now, there are these disruptors, things, the endocrine disruptors, chemicals that disrupt the normal, natural process of our health, right? Let's take one or two of them, and I will only take these because they are the biggest also source of what we overload our bodies with, knowingly and unknowingly. Others we are not actually in control. Let's take the first one. They call it the BPA. The BPA, it's a very long, complicated name, but remember, it is written just like that in any product that you will buy. Look for BPA. And this BPA, right, it's found in production and making of what? Of plants, of plastics. Just only that. Think carefully about how many products that are in plastics. Think of that. Have we ever made a conscious decision to find out that if I buy this bottle of water, this plastic that is holding this water, what is that plastic made of? From its lid to the bottle as a whole, have we ever asked what is this plastic made of? None of us. And what keeps this water in this plastic not to feel to lose any taste? Have we asked ourselves about that? And yet water is one of those things that we have to wash ourselves with. We have to do what? We have to drink. We have to cook with it. So think about how much PBA are we getting from just that example. Have we stay back and ask ourselves those questions? The food that we buy, they are in plastics. What is the composition, the ingredients of that plastic? And why the food in that plastic doesn't go rinsed, or it doesn't spoil? Those are the things that we normally ignore, and these are the things that causes us problems because of us chasing what? The beauty. Then not even necessarily the health, you know. We literally speak about, I want to eat nice, nice food. I want to be special, to drink water. I always look to these outlets that sell water, right? It would be my wish that if these also people could teach people about plastic. Now, I'm not sure whether they themselves know this water in the plastic. Do they know what is that plastic made of? And including the issue of reverse osmosis, all what they are doing is to sell water and make money. Maybe if they could at least have some education of some kind about the plastic that, madam or sir, I won't be selling you water in a reused plastic bottle of this kind. The reason being that its use it has expired. The water that is clean that you're gonna put in that plastic, it's not gonna benefit you. It's going to be harmful to you. But we don't get such people. We only get people who are self-love, who just want money. They use people just to make a living for themselves. As to what happens with me, much as they actually deal with things that they know are a hazard to the health. You find a dirty, this plastic has been reused and reused and reused. This person is coming to refill this bottle every time she's coming. It's even dirty outside here. It has changed the color. But the seller is busy pouring water in there. Doesn't care, takes money, he goes. So things like we need to know what is the quality of that the plastic that we put water. We need to know the quality. At least we should go that extra mile, buy once a quality bottle. And as I'm talking, I don't mean that people, what I'm talking are things that they are revealed to me also now, that, hey, I you have been doing the wrong thing all the time, thinking that you don't drink tap water, you buy water, but you end up the same way. It would be much better if you could have even drink that water.
Wait again. It's exactly what I'm thinking, Nuri. I see so many people at the shops going with these bottles to go and refill. Little do they know that they are retaking poison. In fact, you could have just even like can it drank that water from that tap, because it's not, I mean, it's still helping to, because the whole purpose of this is to eliminate bacteria, but you actually ingesting the same bacteria in a different
And
form.
in a high note now, because now it has come with other more, because that plastic, it has released inside that chemical that keeps that the original water, right? Now it has released it, and then you have been drinking, and then you go and refill the germs of that bottle that you don't even disinfect. Hey man, there's a lot that we need to unlearn. A lot. Now, that's the BPA. Go and find out, because this one, it's a cut across in your food, in a lot, in your, they're twice. Did you know that? that you need even to know what toys are you buying for your child, because it's plastic, and the poor child will be sucking these things, doing all these kinds of things. Do you know the rubber that other people are using for that very beauty enjoyment? I don't know, what do you call that, these artificial sexual things. Actually, they are made of rubber. What type of rubber? Hey, what type of rubber is that? Hey, it's scary when you talk about this thing.
And then the skin is absorbing.
All
One
the
of the
time.
things, what you are saying is so profound, because what is seek and you shall find. The other time, actually last week, one of the things that uh, got revealed to me, that we as healthcare professionals do, is to give people vaginal trips, and we say it's for external use only. There is no such a thing that this thing is for external use, because skin is skin, it absorbs. We've seen how things move from the outside into the inside. So that cream still gets absorbed, it goes through to your bloodstream and into your body. It still goes in. So even the very plastic you're talking about, and it even makes me think of the very condoms that we talk about. What kind of plastic are these condoms made of? Rubber.
Rubber. It's
Yes.
rubber. So we are always, we speak about the candidas, the fungus, the whatever, and yet all these things, we are not being made aware of them. Except that it's a question that we need beauty. We are running after ourselves, our personal interest, and not even taking care about this, physique. It's not an issue for us. And now here we are. Uh, we are in a problem now of all kinds of skin diseases. We are struggling right now a lot. Acne is it's normal. It's something that we can't handle. Psoriasis, all these kinds of um, rashes, they are just a challenge, because we keep on doing one thing, wrong thing, over and over and over. You go to any place, my skin is itching, or I have something, a pimple, or my vagina has got when I have sex, I feel pain. Oh, okay, no, maybe it's dry. Let's give you a cream. The reason is, yes, you want to have it nice, right? But the problem is, now that nice comes with a package. You had one problem of an itchy or a dry vagina. It was one problem. Now you are given something that is being said that it solves the problem. The same as we are speaking with skin. You had an acne. Eh?
Mm.
That's one problem. Now you are given a cream or something to put on. Now there it is. That skin, it comes with the chemical called the phthalate. Let me spell it. You English yaka gets it. But this chemical in the cosmetics, in nail polish, in the hairspray, in the fragrances, in the shampoos. It's called PHTHALATES. Those who know English, they will pronounce it for me. That
Phthalate.
Phthalate.
Yeah.
Yes, it's found in things that we are wanting to be beautiful. Again,
Yeah.
you are not satisfied with your nails. You are polishing them. You put something on top of you. You still have there is there, as people must keep that statement at the beginning. You have a gun. The body, it's the gun. It's loaded with bullets. It's loaded with bullets. Those bullets are all the chemicals that are in your body, that are some of them you are born with. They are loaded with the genes that you adopted or acquired from your parents. Yeah, they are there, which are your bullets loaded in your system already. Then here you are now coming with the phthalates, the chemical in your cosmetics, right? You nail your brush, you put the fragrances, you wash your hair with the shampoos. Now the gun and the one small bullet that was there, it's becoming, I don't know what is the small, the middle, and the big bullet in the normal process of guns and bullets. I don't know that. But think of it in that context that here you are, you were having a small problem of a chemical which just needed you to know and detox your body and avoid other things that might make this bullet bigger. And at the end, when it reaches a certain level, it has been triggered to explode. Hence, you'll be seeing things like acne and psoriasis end up in the cancer, skin cancer, things like that. You need to understand there are things like dioxin. There is another chemical called dioxin, which is a byproduct of making a paper bleaching. We buy these things. Paper bleaching. It's made, it's got these ingredients of what? Of this chemical. And we have another one which I also found later, the triclosan, because I'm speaking of beauty. The food ones, there are those in the food, there are those in the water, but now I'm speaking about the beauty. Then these people want, I would be perhaps mentioning specifically maybe those, but they are across our intake. There's this chemical called triclosan, TRICLOSAN. It is an antimicrobial, and it is found also in the personal care products. Like what? Like body wash and soaps. So this information is for the purpose that whatever you buy, please do check these things. They are there in the labels, in the ingredients. They are there. And to see that these things are meant to harm us, they are written with a small letters, very small letters.
I was
Why
trying to
such important information? It's made so difficult for me not to be able to read. Even people, I think, they will say, no, it's because you are old now, you can't see properly. I'm telling you, I have tested this to young people and say, can you read this for me? They can't see. It's very small. Ingredients. Check the label of everything you buy and check the heading, ingredients. Always they are small. Why? Why is that? And where now they are made visible, there will be all this jargon. I was laughing to another one. I say, "Hey, these people, they just think that, but they have found us. Not that they think, they have found us. They will be speaking about nice words, nice words that you think, oh, this ingredient. And when you put your mind into this thing that they say it's vitamin A, it's written like white, white mushroom vitamin. What is white mushroom to do with vitamin A? So I'm
Hi,
just
coach.
I'm just making something that sometimes we are taken here for a ride and we are lazy, guys. We are lazy.
Very
Why
true.
everything why in these plastics? It will always keep it under refrigeration. Once opened, put it refrigerated, and it's got a time line. It's got period that you have to keep it. So these things are actually things that we are trying. Not that we are getting it all, but we are trying to make people aware that not everything. Look at this one, the atrazine. There's another one that is called atrazine. This atrazine, look, and these are some of the ones that we might not. I can do without the cosmetic, the fragments. I can do as I am right now. None of those things. Soap. I don't know. It's months that I've not been using soap. Only use now water since I started also to know that this soap, it does have its challenges. Now take something like atrazine. Atrazine, look what is it used for. It's in the products that uses what? Control pesticides. Where? To control the weeds in your farm, in your garden. It's used in your corn. Corn is our staple diet here, guys. It's our staple diet. The wheat is being controlled by this atrazine chemical, which is an endocrine disruptor. And sorghum, sugarcane, 4 big things that we are eating. 4 big things that we are eating. Is there a way that we can avoid these ones? Certainly, yes. Certainly, no. Why? The yes part, it's when you can be able to grow your own and control your own soil and use the natural way of controlling the weed, the pesticides. Then you will produce these 4 things naturally. That's the yes part, which it's a bit of a problem, because how many can do that? How many of us can do that? Yes, there they are, there they are, the chemicals that are there. Do you see the list of those harming things, whilst we are chasing for what? For beauty. Because we want beauty in the hair, beauty in the skin, beauty in the body. When I'm being touched and caressed, it should be a smooth body. I want a smooth vagina. I want a smooth, everything.
Worst
Beautiful.
part is also when we sleep with these things, the makeup. There are people that say, I don't sleep without my makeup. And
What?
go just check the skin and how we are then. And you look at this, I remember when we were training as students, we had this tutor who she loved makeup. That woman loved makeup. You would never see her without makeup. And then I don't know, later, maybe when we were doing like 4th year or 3rd year, she one day came to work without the makeup. My goodness, this skin was like dry, wrinkled, and mind you, this is somebody who was in her 40s. Wrinkled, like it looked like a ghost now, because that skin is so dry. It's the dead cells have not been removed. Well, it's so many. Now that you are talking about this, it's only now that I get it. Why this woman looked like this?
Like that. So, those endocrines, these disruptors, are found in many everyday products. These things are found in many, and the main products, cosmetic, it's number one. Number two is food. Number three is beverages, packaging. Beverages, packaging. Number four, toys, carpets, pesticides. All these are flame retardants, which are causing us to be ugly instead
Sure.
of being what? Or instead of being beautiful. So, to be honest, we absorb in the body an endocrine disruptor which can decrease or increase normal hormone levels. Ne? They mimic first a hormone. Then they come to the point where it looks like something that you know. Okay? At first, it will be a normal hormone,
Sure.
which mimic a receptor. Okay? And the cell obvious inside the nucleus is going to respond. Okay? Then it goes to the point to mimic a cell, like we are speaking of the skin here. It will mimic something like that. And then that hormone actually has been a gun. It becomes a blocker. Now it has done its, and the cell now respond by doing what? It will give signs, the signs that we see every day on top, starting that you are this person who always is dealing with the acne. You are somebody dealing with this skin rashes, you name them. Yes, be aware. The acute chronic stage, please handle it immediately and properly. We spoke about these stages of how a disease is formed in the body. And most of the time, we run to the symptom. The signs and symptoms are the ones that we will be concentrating on, than to concentrate and waste money to the cause. That mimicking, as you can see, stage 1, 2, then it blocks. The process of the skin, it's no more breathing as it should be. It's no more, renewing itself in that 2 to 12 weeks. It's just clogged. You are busy buying. You are busy buying all these kinds of creams, all these things that the scrubs, you go to the beauticians, they suck money, they do whatever because you want beauty. You want to look beautiful. That's why there's a say that don't hide it. Don't hide it. Instead, find the cause of that plasma, a pimple, dry skin. Find the cause, because failing to do that, you are bombarding your health with all these chemicals, and in all fronts, you are feeding, you are busy loading this gun, more bullets, more deadly bullets are actually loaded in the in the in the in the system. So much as beauty goes with the word nice, we want to be beautiful, we want to feel nice. I don't know what I don't know. I really don't know, guys. It's just by God's grace that one has just been, maybe because one never had money to be buying all these things. Look, if these endocrine disruptors, the chemicals, are actually managing to penetrate the membrane cell and go and mimic and attack, goes direct to the nucleus, right? And mimic as if it's a normal chemical, which is normal in the body, as I am built to have those built-in chemicals. If these things are so clever to deceive me that I am whatever a good chemical, and you, even if it reached that stage where the signs are telling you that, hey, it's not true, you are not, then I continue as if nothing is happening. Your collagen is out of this way, you go and buy a cream or hair food or whatever that has got what you are told it's lacking in your skin. Definitely, you haven't started to deal with what is causing your problem. So these, there are many. There are things like glycol esters. I've seen them in some. There are fire retardants. The big one, there's lead, there's arsenic, there's mercury. There's a whole range of these in cell or body disruptors. So for me, beauty, it mustn't be so hard to fight for. whereby we have been given a simple way of honestly dealing with this temple. Because in that process, we are forming those zombies. The worms are mushrooming on the other side. So we end up having things that we never honestly have to be having because of chasing what? Because of us chasing beauty. Our deodorants, the candles, ne? The artificial colorings, the processed food, the synthetic, the other beauty, clothes, okay? We now supplement taking synthetic vitamins. Most of the products, they have petrol. These soups that we like to stiffen food with, they have petroleum. The animal products, I was shocked, even the paper receipts, the receipts that we are getting, they are also having these endocrine disruptors. So, is that really life and death that we find ourselves honestly being in this mess? Do we really? A lot of us as women, we are fighting with this candida yeast fungus in our system, and we sometimes just become stubborn because we want what? We want to be beautiful. The companies are those things that are born. Before you know it, you are in a mess of all kinds. First, it's stress. You will be having now what we call what? Stress. As you have been creating this, because you applied, you became beautiful, and then you first you will, your heart, your lung, your stomach will be warning you with so many signs that makes you have already upfront the negative emotions that are there. Then you start to be frustrated with this skin, and then your liver is also now becoming a problem. You can't produce the expected bile product. It becomes impaired or imbalanced. You have blood stagnated in the liver, and then it's now reducing the detoxification of your body. Liver and gallbladder, they are actually, so stress, it's escalating, affecting the organs now. Whilst I am chasing what? I am chasing the beauty. So for me, that's why it becomes a costly exercise. Yes, a host. You think you spent a lot of money. I was with another granny. She used to use creams, you know, most. The ones that when you put your hand on your face, the hand is black, the skin is white. Now she's she's just 2 years older than me, but she looks like somebody who's way in her 80s, 90s, in fact. So the skin is already giving in, you know. Much as she says she has stopped using them, the biggest problem is that now she's struggling, and with the very same people who have been selling these things to her, making money out of her. Now they are busy again selling creams. They said stop that one, the one that made you have challenges with your skin. Take this one. Religiously, she's taking it. I'm trying to ask, what is it in this? What are the ingredients here? It's your skin getting fed now the right way. And then the worst part, you look to what a person is eating. No ways that skin is going to give you peace. No ways. And now, always, there's that thing that you'll find that you are chasing the feel-good mood. You don't actually have a balance in your hormones. So, guys, I'm not sure with this thing of the hormone, the chemicals. I would urge that people, please, let's read the labels. You know, clothes. The clothes. I'm stuck with a lot of materials that I have in my wardrobe. Do you realize that I'm trying to offload because I am overloaded. I can now all around redo the wardrobe from the scratch. I can't. And I realize why. It's not that those things that I bought, I couldn't have bought cotton, but I was not actually paying attention to cover the body, to be warm, to feel healthy. It must still breathe. Do you know that one of the things that causes this, a lot of our skin problem, it's the clothes that we are wearing. These clothes, they are not making the body to breathe. That is why we need to strive, even this thing of wearing tight things, you know, that stop even the circulation of the blood. The clothes that were actually made for, recommended or made by Yahuwah for us to wear, it was clothes that are able to make the body to protect us from harmful things that comes to harm our body, and also to be able, whilst we are wearing them, those that comes from inside must go outside. But now all the labels, if you can go, I won't mention the names here, but if that what you wear, it's not talking about cotton. You can Google, you can click and convince yourself that what we are saying, it's correct. And this disruptors, that's why we have a lot of infertility problems. We've got a lot of deformities. We've got so much of abnormal things because this issue of chemicals has skyrocketed. Mind you, the drugs that we are taking in also, besides these beauty things. So wouldn't it be at least we try? Just now, there's another one that I saw from the ordinary Vaseline. Researchers, they don't want to say it is. They say they suspect that there's a PHS, endocrine disruptor, which manipulate hormonal function in humans. And this may lead to other health conditions related to immune system, kidneys, blood, spleen, lungs, liver, fetus development. So you see the things that we are simple like Vaseline. Just look what can it lead us to. This petroleum jelly for our skin. Look how can it harm us. So is this really what we really want? We eat things that have these products, have these chemicals, you know. They also research that red meat, for instance, it contains high amount of saturated and hydrosaturated fats, which are considered to be unhealthy types of fat. Of course, hormones also that are being used to rear them. Okay. So won't it much be better for us to try and see what are the things that we can do away with? Things like toothpaste, they go along with the beauty, right? I don't talk even anymore about the issue of the foreign things that we introduce in our mouth, where we end up having what? Mercury. Laundry stuffs, the detergents that we are using. Hey guys, this thing is big. Things that beverages that we drink. So, hey, I don't know. I have just, said a mouthful as to how do we have to understand that when we say beauty from inside, things that you're gonna buy, which are so expensive, I don't know, because now it's things for the hair, it's things for the face, it's your body, it's what you eat, sleeping, what we sleep with. So for me, guys, is this what we have ended up to be? Eh? Can't we then change and check what causes my acne? What causes this plasma, which we call it the albatu? What causes it? And how naturally can I be able to deal with it? What natural way can I use to balance my hormones, find the cause, and maybe stop maybe eating things that are harmful and increase things that can help my hormonal balance, you know. So psoriasis, milk thistle, bobati, you know, things like butter, comfrey, you know, olive leaf. You wash your face with the rose water. Roses are gonna be galore here. You just have those flowers, you cook the leaves, you have your face wash. We did share, go to YM website, we have shared some few things for your face wash, your hair, your for your toning, for your moisturizing naturally with the things that are accessible and they are inexpensive. Above everything, you keep your start new, your new start, your nature's way, you keep it. No need to first go to sage so that you can have a good your skin can perspire. No need for that. You need to just start by saying what clogs my pores, and then what is it that I'm eating. How often am I sleeping? I sleep the correct hours. Am I not stressed? And if I am, what stresses me? So those are the simple things that we need to start there. And the most important is the one that of us preventing. Let's prevent. Curing it's very expensive. It's very expensive. And if we are lazy to make roses water, what then would make expense of buying something to say, I want a cleanser? How much? Compare buying, having plant some rose outside there in your veranda or in your yard, and then you have the rose flowers throughout the year. If it is summer and you have the galore of those roses, you dry them for when they are out of what? Out of season. Skin, you know what? Comfrey. There's a plant called comfrey. It's a green plant like this. Plant only and control it because it's perennial. It actually spread. Comfrey, you have that comfrey. When it is still young, you can uh, take the leaves, dry, make tea with it, wash your face, your hair. The roots, you cook them and you can drink it as a tea or have it as one of your, you can make yourself a very nice cream. Coconut oil, comfrey, you put a little bit of the tea tree oil. There you are. You have something natural that can keep your skin healthy, inexpensive. So if only we can manage the cost and waste a lot of money and time on the cost, I'm telling you, the part of the part of I can say the part of treatment won't bother you. Even if the acne comes in, you don't jump there. You will check, or I've been exposed to the sun, or I have been eating maybe too much of fat. You ask questions. Why am I having this? And trace backwards the cause. You didn't have it. What caused it? Without any stress or going around, you then start to work towards, it's gonna be a process. It's not gonna be just a shortcut as you were busy taking these chemicals in, but you will eventually have some kind of joy, because once you replace, you need to, once you take away, you need to replace, both on eating, both on your clothes, both. Just now, when I go and buy anything, I will be vigilant to read the label first. How much a thing is beautiful, I will definitely have to start first to find out, is this thing that I'm buying gonna benefit my beauty, my health? Before anything, how nice or cheap it is, but is it for the purpose of maintaining myself healthy? If not, I mustn't waste. When I replace the wardrobe, I mustn't be wasting money doing one thing over and over, which it's causing what? It's causing harm to my health.
True.
So I know people will be saying, I've already given you some few like tips, and we asked that what other topics that might be of any interest to this topic, because we are dealing with the cell here. Do I feed the cell healthy, or do I feed this cell unhealthy? So it is a choice of individual, whatever is possible for you. Okay. So there are things like natural sun is one of them, especially for dark people. We are so blessed to be given dark skins. That doesn't need anything. You look to cold skin. You are like wanting to, she gives you that dark beauty. Okay. So our body just need us to feed it the right nutrients, and it will thank you by making you beautiful. So for me, those phytochemicals which are found in the food, the minute chemicals that the body, like those collagens, they are chemicals that will help to maintain, repair and maintain, repair, restore and maintain our skin throughout, making us proud, making us happy. But then if we really don't want to change even our habits, then we still go to the point where we are harming ourselves. Because some of us, we are still heavy in smoking, tobacco, on drinking, beverages, and then you then have challenges with your skin. You point it to your use. No one ever points problem of the skin to these things that I'm mentioning. Things like caffeine, we never mention things like that. Is that those side effects, which includes the decrease of oxygen. Imagine when you lack oxygen in the brain, then the whole body, we have deprived it of oxygen, because your blood, it's deprived from oxygen to take it to all parts of your body. You are starving your cells, including the skin, the oxygen. You side effects in the birth defects, ne? It's a result of these chemicals that last week we did speak like things like cysts, ne? There's fibrositis diseases, there's cardiovascular diseases. Now I'm more concerned about these things than to be with beauty. Cancer of the skin, pancreas, breast, ovaries, large intestine, skin itself. Cancerous cells, you are feeding them until they just become what? They explode. You trigger the gun, they explode. Then in that process, you have the symptoms of strong craving. Do you know there are people who strongly crave for beautiful hair? There are people craving for beautiful makeup, craving for, now it's even summer, they will be posing their thighs and their bodies, that where people should see how beautiful they are. We will be going on that craving mode now, exploding. Oh, it's summer. Come next month, you will see the madness that I'm talking about, right? You, in spite of you feel the headache, you still continue, right? In spite of you feel these cramps, you don't drink water to feed this skin. No, you continue with your beverages baton. So now tell me, how are we really supposed to handle ourselves? Huh? Why our beauty is so neglected, to the extent that we really don't want to even listen. We are such stubborn. Yeah? So tell me, guys, if I'm wrong, that this beauty is exploding with a purpose. I was, as I started this, I even went to research a bit about this thing called beauty, baton. Because now all these things that we are using on our lips, our eyes, our nails and whatever, it's brands created by somebody. The name and the gift of what you are using, please go and follow that name. Where does it come from? Just now, if I can ask a simple question, who is the creator of the miniskirt? Huh? And next week, I would be, I don't know, I will see, I'll pray about it as to how am I going to approach this topic, because I don't want us to be saying we violate whatever. But I would research about the names which the industry, the system, as I have already researched about the miniskirt, I'm scared. I don't want anything to do with miniskirt. Nothing of that. After I read what I read, hi.
I already wrote it down. Next week, we touching on the issue of fabrics. So we won't talk about brands, but we'll talk about fabrics,
Yeah.
because that's another one that I learned and it blew my mind, too. And how even that has an effect on our mental health.
And I actually the key person who created that, read her quotes, read her quotations, guys. Ashley. And now it's I don't mean, because men also with they have this same thing of shaving, of making themselves nice and whatever. Their clothes which are tight. You are busy destroying your gland, the testes. You are crossing it, you are weakening it with that tight pants that you are wearing. It cuts out,
Yeah.
it cuts across. Check what is it, because as now as ourselves, we were made to be a free bird. I was made that my clothes must be loose, not block the blood system, the flowing of the blood. So the fabric, this thing, I know, guys, we need to be awakened, really. Look, hey, let me leave it. We said we'll talk next week about this thing, that people should see where now people have gone out out of the way, making their buttocks even bigger because they put something inside that makes them the hips di be kana marao a mema kana ka bomo. Because Kim Sisani, I will go out and go and then here I am, put that thing. That thing, it's not for your beauty, it's for somebody building something in you that at the end of the day, when it said, one quote was saying, these clothes are sex, they are developed for sexy beauty, for attraction. I'll look for that quote. What does that mean? What does that mean? You are making makeup to be sexy for attraction. Is that really the way we need to think when we are actually dealing with this temper? It cuts across the issue of everything, cosmetic, clothes, you name them. Why are you wearing what you are wearing? Why are you eating what you are eating? Those are the questions that you need to provoke. I need to provoke myself with. But this thing of just, I want to smell nice when people pass, you will, that body will smell nice for you one day. It will smell while you are busy building an albatross. It's hanging. A dead albatross is hanging around our necks. Soon it will smell. It will smell. If you once read the story of the albatross, there's a book, the poem called Albatross. Go and Google it and hear it there. So these things, these bullets that we are busy strengthening with our own with our own unhealthy lifestyle, running after beauty, it's gonna catch up with us, guys. You know, just now at my old age, I'm so I'm happy. I'm at the same time I'm hurt. Why didn't I know these things at my early years? Because I see what the devil is doing with the mental health of us older people. And no one from the older people camp, no one listens. Ne? No one. They think that they have that same mentality of our parents have been like this. I am like them. And the question is, I come from the baby boomers camp, but I actually made a conscious decision that, oh, let me for once try not to be the same, following the same pattern of health risk. I'm not yet there, but I'm saying people coming after us, now they have an opportunity. Yahusha has just revealed and made it possible that YM should have a vision of opening our eyes so that we can see. We have been blind. It is my prayer that these topics shouldn't discourage us. I must say, guys, whenever I prepare for any topic, it affects me because I see how much I lack, how much and I didn't know. And this makes me to every day want more, to make better, want more. Eat something that benefits. These questions that I'm asking now, I ask them every time. When I prepare food, is this gonna help me? You know, this weekend I've been somewhere in the family, and the food that I was carrying, they love it. I can't say no, this is my food. We ate that food and they prepared whatever they prepared. And I actually decided to eat what I can, much as it didn't meet my why do I eat this? Because now I am there and I have to. But I always maintain that I can rather, not eat. I can't eat something that I know I have to start all over again. No, I can't. So I'm just saying, even decide to have, my loaf brown bread. Say, come with that loaf of brown bread, than to eat just for the sake of eating. And no, let's then understand that, and let beauty be that we're gonna eat properly so that we develop and enhance every these 2 weeks to 12 weeks. When the skin is shredding and bringing new skin, it doesn't struggle. The stem cells are healthy to give you a glow. You haven't destroyed the oils, bulb, which we talked about, the sections of the skin, and your skin is getting the proper blood circulation, oxygen, water. Then we can talk about beauty that it's making you happy. It doesn't keep you on a roller coaster in a stressful situation. And you will have money to buy proper vegetables, proper fruits. You will be able to eat the berries every day. You won't be struggling because now you have to divide between the beauty. And if you look to all the beauty products or the things that we apply, be it shampoos and whatever, the more you want to go for the name, the more the product also is expensive. That's why we've got so many ranges of hair food, hair shampoos, hair whatever. Others now gone to an extreme. The hair it's starting to turn. Doesn't ask, but why my hair is becoming like this? Isn't it that I am destroying the fat bulbs with the endocrine disruptors, with the chemicals that they disrupt the formation of good chemicals in the bulbs to make my hair to stay strong and not falling and whatever. So we introduce these things, and that's why today topic check what you are using and decide whether you're gonna continue then introducing whatever in your body. That is my only suggestion. And what is true is that we cannot completely avoid other things, but we can strive to minimize them. Those unnecessary ones, cut them out. Those that I have made sample of the 4 main things that those we need to eat. But is there any harm if I say, no, from my beauty, I would start by having my natural hair, not introducing chemicals in my hair, because those artificial hair, they have a dye, they are harmful. So you need to start to decide if health is the one that is important to you, or this artificial something that you are doing on your health with the concept of beauty. Is it important? So you need to decide. We can make reformed choices to reduce exposure and risk of any potential health effects. We can. It's possible. There's so many things that we can do away with. And may Father help us with the spirit of discernment, and we humble ourselves. He would show us individually, how do I go about? Some of us, we are carrying a responsibility of other souls. It's not only about myself. It's not only about yourself. Family members, you are a mother, you are a wife, you are a sister, you are something. Then let's check carefully. This thing of us being so free with things that I know deep down, they are not making me free. Let's do away with them, because we are stressing ourselves, causing sickness in our bodies. So yes, next week I think it will be another interesting topic. As I say, your homework, my homework, let's go and check the products. That's what I said even last week. And then go to the websites that I have shown you. I have just tell you to go and research on for your own beauty journey. Simple is the best. Simple. It doesn't need you to be changing and chopping. We've got aloe, which is soap itself, aloe. You have that, that you have something that is going to cleanse, and something at the same time it's going to feed your skin with food, the right nutrients. So this one of fragrances, and you name them. Do you know what makes us to smell? It's what we eat.
It's what
Nothing.
yeah.
It's only
And
what we are.
especially red meat. especially
Yes.
red meat.
Yes, true. And all these junk processed foods, you know,
Yeah.
unsaturated, those are the only things that I can safely perhaps say these, it's the main culprit. Because me, since I stopped using things that causes smell uh, from inside, I can't complain about the issue of fragrances and whatever. I don't even look at them. So anyway, I'm also allergic to smelly things. So guys, I think without wasting time, it's 1 minute to lunchtime. Thank you so much for being here. I'm hopeful that you'll make celebration with your health. You'll be optimistic. You'll do your research. As we continue this month, it's all about us making ourselves proud ourselves. We don't need somebody to be proud about us except the Almighty who has created us. We need to start us to be proud of ourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gogo.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think today's
This
discussion
discussion
is tasking us to reflect a lot,
reflects a lot
to actually go and check in
on
our cupboards.
true
What is beauty costing us? Like,
Christina.
I now understand because you would always say, beauty,
Because
Ngwanaka, beauty. And at times, Auyetisa, in your absence, and I would say, beauty.
who's that one? I
the the lipstick, guys, the makeup, the powder. Let's go check. Yeah, it
yeah.
was an eye opener, and we yeah the cost of beauty. I wrote it down. In fact, I wrote it down. Cost of beauty. What is beauty costing us? So these are just a few of the chemicals that are in the cosmetics. There's a whole list, like
Oh,
hours. So this last one of sodium, what, the sodium lauryl, what, it
yeah.
actually like scared me because yeah, guys, people are having fertility problems, they are having sexual reproductive health problems, like hormonal imbalances. We are like taking these things and introducing them to our bodies ourselves, you know. It's yeah, it's not, it shouldn't be scary because the fact that you are hearing this message, it's God's way of ministering to you and to say, reflect. And this is not to scare anyone. You know, the first thing we have to do whenever we want to change things, we have to repent, to say, I didn't know, I repent, and I want to do better. And then you let the Holy Spirit guide you into what you need to do. So this is in no way a way to scare people. Each one of us have their own journey, and like we always say, wabona skin has been one of those things for me that has been my biggest challenge to an extent that I'm like, like Paul, this is the thorn on my flesh. It reminds me to be humble. So it's gonna take years to reverse it, and I know I have done wrong for many years. So I have to be patient that this also, I mean, it used to be worse. My neck used to be black, even at the back. So it, bit by bit, it's getting cleared. So it tells me it's gonna take time. And I just
Yeah.
need to be patient because also along the way, this list showed me there are things I'm still doing wrong. So as my skin is what renewing, like Gogo said, then I've introduced to certain things, then it starts afresh. So it's that class that we need to go into. But yeah, thank you, Gogo, again. We This is a very interesting series, and yeah, I look forward to the issue of clothes again. My obsession is mental health. I learned something about clothes we wear, and the materials, how they affect the energies, and we sometimes don't see how, again, we impact our own lives without even seeing. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. Have a blessed afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're having another live. But with Gogo, it's every Monday at 12 o'clock. Yeah, lunchtime with Gogo called to serve. Very interesting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a blessed afternoon.